Welcome back. I'm Megan of North Star Astrology, and I want to wish you a happy belated Easter. And I'm not here to pull any pranks, but to start the month out, the moon is a full moon. And this is a reading for those of you born with your sun, moon, and rising signs in Leo. And Leo, your ruler is the sun, and it's joined along with Mercury retrograde and the planet Uranus, all in your ninth house this month. And there is an opposition from the moon to Uranus, as this is a natural opposition anyhow when the sun and the moon oppose each other. But what this can mean for you is that since it spans your third house of communications to your ninth house of higher learning, this is the house of the conscious mind, whereas the ninth house is the house of the higher mind. And what this opposition can do for you, barring the Mercury in retrograde, aside from that, you will be able to garner a greater awareness with this opposition, as when April 2nd comes along at 11 minutes 23 seconds, that's when it is full. And right now, since Mercury is retrograde until the 15th of April, that's why I'm stumbling on my words. Anywho, and then the 12th house, of course, is the superconscious, or sometimes unconscious, but I like to think of it as the psychic and or superconscious mind, concrete conscious mind, higher mind, and superconscious mind. Anyway, on April 3rd, the moon conjuncts Jupiter in your fourth house of the home, and you can have maybe some sort of emotional or greater expansion, perhaps. Something large is going to happen in your home. And then on April 6th, the moon goes into your naturally ruling house. The fifth house is the Leo house of, so the moon goes into the fifth house of romance and creativity, trining Uranus. And so there's a harmonious electrical goings on from anything creatively overseas, abroad, in other words. And then on April 8th, the moon goes into your sixth house of the home and health and nutrition, joining with Mars, Saturn, and Pluto into its, let's see, I'm wrong, wait, no, wait a minute, last quarter, goodness, this is a last quarter moon. Keep getting, see, okay, so when the moon goes into its last quarter in Capricorn, it means that you can tie up loose ends at work in a very transformational way. And then on April 9th, the moon squares Uranus. Not quite sure how this affects you. Let's see, 6th to the 9th. Making things a bit more of a challenge, especially with Mercury retrograde. But you're strong because you have the biggest, most highlighted ruler. And then on April 11th, the moon goes into your 7th house of relationships. Sextiling Uranus. So maybe you may take a trip, a pleasant long distance trip. And then on April 13th, the moon trines, here we go. The moon goes into your 8th house, joining Neptune, trining Jupiter here in Scorpio of the 4th house of the home. So with this trine, you have a harmonious flow of other people's resources and what others can help you achieve. Regarding your home, maybe any home remodeling. Then there is a new moon in Aries in your 9th house of higher learning, religion, and philosophy. And the new moon, well, excuse me, then April 15th comes along and Mercury goes direct. Get that retrograde out of here. Okay, Mercury goes direct. Then the new moon on April 16th happens at 26 degrees 2 minutes in Aries, also in your 9th house. Lots of activity in your 9th house. Maybe going to some kind of faraway retreat to meditate through guided meditation, perhaps. Very spiritual, all of this. Psychic, intuitive sparks. Let's see, moon. The moon then conjuncts Venus in your 10th house of career. And so you can love what you do, if that's, and if it's something to do with fashion, in some kind of career sector, or anything, maybe music, because Venus deals with beauty. Then on April 20th, the moon goes into Gemini and sextiles Uranus, and as well as your ruling planet there. Here we go. There's a harmonious interchange with friends. Then the first quarter moon in your 12th house illuminates your need to tap into your subconscious and your dreams. At 2 degrees, wait a minute, first quarter, yes, okay. The first quarter moon is at 2 degrees 42 minutes. Sorry for my slowness here, I'm still waking up. Which then squares Uranus. And this can be a good challenging aspect for your healing of your old habits from your subconscious mind to your higher mind. And on April 24th, the moon goes into your sign, joining with your north node of your moon and also in your sign of Leo. So this can make you feel like you have a good amount of emotional well-being toward yourself and your physical body as it goes into your first house, because it then trines Uranus and gives a very wonderful emotional state of well-being, especially if you're on a 2-week vacation. Then on April 29th, let's see, or no, excuse me, the moon trines Pluto here. The moon goes into your second house of money and what you value, trining Pluto in Capricorn over here to your 6th house on April 26th. My apologies. Okay, so here again you have wonderful harmony with making a dream come true in your work sector. Then on April 29th, the moon comes back to Libra and opposes Uranus once again. April 30th, once again, it becomes full at 9 degrees 39 minutes. And that is it, Leo. It is and has been a wonderful, pleasurable, exciting time for me to get back into it, and I'm extremely grateful that I'm getting back my health. I've got Virgo rising, so I have Leo right here on my 12th house cusp, and I'm a Pisces, so I'm feeling pretty befuddled since Mercury is currently retrograde. And I'm waiting for someone to show up, and I'm kind of like, I'm just trying to get it all done. Meanwhile, I just want to say once again, I hope you all had a happy belated Easter, if that is what you celebrate, and I hope you have much peace within, and you are here because this is Earth. This is just my quirky sense of humor. Okay? And so this is it. So please feel free to like, comment, give it a thumbs up, in other words, and or subscribe if you feel like it. So I'm just doing this because I love it, and it's fun to me. I have great projects in the future too, so hit that notification bell for future readings, and I hope to see you next month. Bye for now.